Hello, and welcome to another episode of Love in Lattes, the podcast. My name is Victoria, and I am the self-love scientist, and on this podcast platform, we share all stories of love. Whether it's self-love, love in friendships, love in life, and really it's just experiencing the different depths from my own personal experiences and stories to my clients' transformations, and then listening to other stories of growth and power, and all the exciting stuff. This particular episode is actually quite special because I'm going to do a product review. As some of you may know, I love coffee, absolutely love coffee. And at the same time, as a woman, coffee has some very interesting effects. But basically, we, just like our libido, we're all caffeine sensitive to some degree. Some folks can have 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day. Some folks can only have 1. Some people can't have caffeine at all. And it all depends on the form that you're receiving it. Caffeine is unique. That's why we have like green teas and black teas, matchas, and then coffee. Now, what makes coffee different from teas or matcha is the form of caffeine that's breaking down in your system. And for myself, I was reading a lot of literature from In the Flow, which I will link below, and just some research in general that was like, probably should lay off the coffee for a while because I wanted to regulate my body and for my cycle to be normal. So definitely should. Kind of pulling off a coffee can actually make sex quite pleasurable, especially when it comes to lubrication. And as always, have an extra bottle of lube because lube is fun. I like to use the coconut oil from Yoni Pleasure Palace, and I'll also link that as well. So with, even though I love the taste of coffee, I started looking at alternatives. I still need some form of, energy, or how can I, source myself well without experiencing burnout, without experiencing like severe levels of anxiety or losing sleep. And that was really big for me. And so I started learning that cacao and matcha, using cordyceps mushrooms, different types of elixirs in water or even almond milk would benefit me greatly. So I started researching because I don't want just anything. I'm very picky about what I put in my system, as you should be picky too. That goes for all things. And so today we're going to kind of go over some that I've tried. So keep an eye out, and I will also put these links as, in the bottom as well, because, these are just what I experience. Everybody will experience something differently depending on where they're at. I definitely would encourage you to also do your own research. If you have any questions though, I'd be very happy to answer them to the best of my ability. So let's start with actually one of the ones I really enjoyed, and this was Mood. This is by the fabulous Leila Martin, and she's like a phenomenal sex goddess who's really tapped into her femininity. Now, this specific mood that I picked, she has a whole, there's like 4 or 6 of them on her website, and the one that I was particularly drawn to was the Ecstasy Elixir. And it's very similar to having like matcha, so it's kind of earthy, a little bit of green. What I liked about her brand Mood is I immediately began experiencing those levels of energy within like the first sip, first 2 couple sips. And I loved the taste of it. I think out of the ones I've tried, I really like the taste of this one. And I wasn't putting anything extra like honey or anything like that, though, totally do it. You can put this in water, any alternative milk, smoothies, etc. It says, light up your sexual energy and fight fatigue from a cellular level with this sultry science-backed elixir of matcha and PQQ. Now also, what's really cool about Leila Martin's Mood is a lot of her products are research and scientifically based. And her team is like backed by female scientists, so let's go. But much love to all scientists, I love you. So what was interesting about this one is, even though I experienced that energy, it wasn't like intense. It was good enough for me at the same time. That's also me getting a good night's sleep. That's also me eating, lighter meals at night, because if I didn't get a good night's sleep, if I was up till, ass crack of dawn, or like eating super hard or drinking the night before, then obviously this isn't going to give me the effects that I want. So be mindful and be more aware of what's happening around you. But I find that the taste of this was actually quite enjoyable, and I will be ordering some more in the future. If you go to her site, you can see different products, and each of them are the components, the way it's been made is, based on like the things that you want. There's some that's really good for enhancing libido. So if you're like, I really want to get in the mood, then she's got a brand and a product for that. For me, I was like, I need something to wake me up and also make me feel good. So I really enjoyed this, and let me just let you know like what else is in here. So there's PQQ, probably gonna say these wrong, but Tribulus matcha cordyceps. And the cordyceps are those adaptogens which help reduce fatigue and boost like the sex drive. And it's also really good for your brain. So that is Mood. And I personally will be ordering it again in the future. Again, kind of be mindful about what it is exactly you're looking for and what your body's needing at this time. Up next, we have Superfeast, and I know these are backwards in the video, and if you're listening to this, then Superfeast, I have the Herbal Extract Blend Jing, which is one of their most popular products. Now, the first time I tried this, I put it in hot water because I was just kind of following the instructions, and I also didn't have any kind of dairy or non-dairy products in my house. And it tasted like black tea, but it was really good. And I did put a little bit of honey. This one doesn't have much of a smell. It's very simple to taste. And with this one, I didn't experience the same energy levels as Mood. It was a very enjoyable beverage, and I did have a sense of harmony and balance throughout the day. At the same time, I didn't feel like that surge of energy, so I ended up always following up with matcha or a coffee, but don't tell anyone. So I'm not sure if I would try this one again. I do think it's really cool because the things that are in here, like asparagus root, goji berry, cordyceps are also in here. There's a few other products in here as well, but might be worth trying if you want something a little bit lighter. And with these products, you may not experience the results you're looking for if you have it like once a week. So try and challenge yourself with a 5, 7, or maybe even 30 days of just having this like every morning, because it is a product that's supposed to boost energy and overall wellness. They have a lot of excellent feedback. I was very grateful to try it. I may not order it or try it again for a longer time because I am also open to trying other products. So that is the Superfeast Jing Blend. And next we have Mudwater. Mudwater is a very popular brand. When I told people that I ordered Mudwater, this is called their Rise Cacao. This one, everyone told me like, oh, I saw this on YouTube or TikTok. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I just, was searching other alternatives to coffee. Now this one comes right behind Mood. So right now, like Mood's my number one, and then Mudwater. So Mudwater, the Rise Cacao, it's definitely like a chai. This one is more earthy than Jing, not as sweet as Mood. The Mudwater Rise Cacao has chai, cacao, lion's mane, cordyceps, chaga, reishi. So there's a lot more mushrooms in this one. Cinnamon, turmeric, and Himalayan salt. Now, I did do this with water. It is much better with if you drink milk or almond milk, anything like that, I think it's much better that way. And what's really cool, what I really thought was fun about Mudwater is my first purchase with them came with this really cool frother, a little bit of their coconut milk with MCT oils, and just the box in general was really cute. It was like, your life's about to get a little dirtier, and I was like, oh, we like that. So that is Mudwater. And again, I would say out of the 3 that we're comparing today, that one ranks out to number 2. So if you have any questions about any of the 3 products we reviewed today, let me know. And again, I'm gonna have the links all here in the notes section. And I'm excited to try some more products. If you have a coffee alternative product that you absolutely love and is serving you well, drop it in the comments. I would love to research and look into it also and see if we can try it and see what it does. Again, this whole episode was really to kind of share some of the things that I try in my daily life, and a lot of people are always asking me like, how is it that you're glowing? And a lot of it has to do with pulling away from coffee and enjoying other products such as like the Mood or the Mudwater. I've definitely referred clients to these products and I've seen them thoroughly enjoy it. So again, everybody's body will react differently, and also remember that in order for these things to be more effective, you need to try it consistently, and then also integrate elements of like, how was the night before? Were you up late? Did you get a good night's sleep? Did you eat well? And so yeah, thanks so much for watching and listening to another episode of Love and Lattes. My name is Victoria, the self-love scientist, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.